It was late on 71st and State, shop lights humming, city noise floating in through the cracked glass. Me and Lloyd was the last one still in there, clippers cooling off, smell of spray, and talc hanging heavy. He was at the sink cleaning his tools like it was church, slow and careful. I'm sitting in that old chair, scrolling my phone, half watching him, half thinking about how my real pops never taught me nothing like this. Every time that chair creaked, though, it didn't sound right. It sounded alive, like something breathing down in the springs. Lloyd looked over his shoulder, said, "You hear that?" I laughed it off, told him it's just old wood. He wiped his hands on a rag, pointed at the metal tag bolted under the seat, said, "Illinois Department of Corrections." "I bought her cheap," he said, back when the state was auctioning off furniture. Then the lights flickered, just once. A buzz rolled through the mirrors like a hummed note looking for a voice to live in. That's when I noticed the chair was still moving, even though nobody was sitting in it. Sounded like a heartbeat made of metal. Next night, storm pushing through, thunder rolling low like a growl outside. I was sweeping hair when the mirrors started fogging up by themselves. No steam, no breath, just mist slipping across the glass like smoke looking for a shape. Lloyd was in the back on the phone, talking quiet. That's when I heard it, right next to my ear, a whisper saying, "Line 'em up." I dropped the broom, turned around. Ain't nobody there. The chair creaked again, soft and slow. Light flickered, and I swear I saw the reflection move first, like the glass blinked before the room did. Then the clippers on Lloyd's station twitched, cords shaking like they caught a heartbeat. He hung up, came out looking tight-jawed, said, "Boy, don't be playing with that chair after dark." I told him I ain't touched nothing. He just stared, like he already knew the sound I heard. Outside, thunder cracked. Inside, the mirrors breathed back at us. That was the night I realized the shop was listening. I couldn't shake that whisper. Next day, I looked up the serial number on the metal tag. Typed it in like I was searching for a part, not a ghost. Turned out that chair used to sit in Joliet prison, back when it wasn't just for sitting. Names, numbers, dates, all lined up. Men who ain't never got no appeal. Wrong place, wrong skin, wrong time. I felt cold just reading it. When I told Lloyd, he stopped mid-fade on a customer, trimmers still humming but hand frozen. Said he bought the chair years back at a surplus auction. Thought it was just history, not haunting. He said, "I didn't know what it was carrying, Dee." And I saw something in his face change, like a man realizing the ghosts ain't coming for him. They already in him. Later that night, the shop was empty, and I swear I heard those same voices from the vents. They wasn't angry this time. They was praying. The next week, the air felt heavier, like the shop was breathing through me. Every time I picked up them clippers, they twitched before I even hit the switch. Lloyd started humming gospel under his breath, low and rough, like a man trying to calm a storm. The mirror behind him rippled, like somebody tapping the glass from the other side. I said, "You see that?" He nodded slow. "They restless tonight." That's when the chair moved, arms jerking, cuffs clapping shut like it remembered what it used to do. The air popped, smell of ozone and burnt wire filling the room. I dropped the clippers. Lloyd kept humming. He stepped forward, hand out like he was blessing the air. Said, "Y'all done enough cutting. Time to be still." The chair groaned once, then stopped moving. Only sound left was thunder rolling over 71st. Lloyd looked at me, calm like a man already knew the ending. Said, "You ain't built to carry ghosts, son." Let me cut this one last head. I tried to stop him, but he was already sitting down. The chair hissed, metal arms clapping shut around him. Lightning cracked outside and the whole shop lit white. The mirrors screamed, every reflection showing faces I ain't never seen before. Lloyd started humming louder, that same gospel tune, his voice fighting the noise. Smoke rose from the chair, blue sparks crawling across his shoulders like tiny snakes. He whispered, "Tell your mama I finished my work." Then the power blew. Just darkness and the smell of rain and burnt wire. I yelled his name till my throat tore, but the only sound left was silence. It took me a week to even walk back in that shop. The police came, said the wiring caused a surge, called it a freak accident. But I knew better. Ain't no fuse box ever hum a hymn before. When I opened that door again, everything smelled like rain and aftershave. Lloyd's chair still sat dead center, quiet, polished, like he'd just stepped away to grab a broom. The mirror had one clean spot in the fog, shaped like a handprint. I wiped it off, and for a second I saw him, sitting there smiling like he always did when a cut came out clean. Then he faded, same as the reflection. I started cleaning, slow. Every brush stroke felt like memory trying to breathe again. The first customer that walked in asked, "You still open?" I nodded, set him in that same chair. When I turned on the clippers, the hum was calm, steady, warm. No sparks, no whispers. Just that old shop rhythm. Buzz, snip, hum. Then, right before the fade ended, I heard it again. Soft, tucked inside the sound like a memory, hiding in a dream. "Keep the line clean, son." It wasn't scary this time. It was a goodbye. The kind that stays in the walls long after the light cuts out. When I flipped the sign to open, the air felt lighter, like the ghosts finally got their cut.
Thanks for watching. If that story hit different, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Mystic Melanin is all about real black stories with a twist. A little truth, a little fear. Appreciate you being here. Be safe. And I'll see you next time.